Guys, in this video I'm going to be walking you guys through a system that I think is actually quite useful for making games on Roblox. Now, if you guys have never used ModuleScripts, this is the video for you guys to watch, because I'm going to be running you guys through a few methods for a few uses of ModuleScripts and how you can use them. And this means user data, like storing data into a module script and using that data in multiple scripts, rather than having to rewrite that data in every single script. It saves a lot of time and it is very useful. And I'm also going to be showing you guys how you can create functions. This is useful in creating functions for a bunch of stuff, or preventing deprecation. Like for example, a bunch of scripts are now deprecated, and it is actually very annoying. And just to show you guys, in the starter GUI, I can do local script. Now, game.players.localplayer, colon, and then there are some stuff in here that are deprecated, and then get role in group. Now, just so you guys know, get role in group has been deprecated. This isn't used anymore, and get role in group is used instead. And if you guys don't like get role in group async, and you want to use get role in group, these module script functions are quite useful if you want to save you guys from remembering deprecations and what you should or shouldn't use now. But that's not really what you should be worrying about. It's just about storing your data or scripts in one area and using them in multiple scripts. Now, let's get into the video. But first, let's go over user data. So if you come into here, I can search up, let's say, chat tags. And I'm going to find a text chat service one. And then chat tags. Let's see which one this one is. Chat tags, no, that's the server script. I don't want that. What about chat tags client? Yeah. So starter GUI, I can delete all of this. And this is it here. So what we've got is a bunch of stuff. I'm actually going to use the one that I've got. And here we have it, guys. My system here. Player.name equals second_genuine. Then I can set myself the owner tag. Now we can test this out by pressing play. Not that we don't want to run it. We want to test it. Now we can test it. And then what will happen is if I say something in chat like hello, it will say owner. Now that is brilliant. But I want to store some of this data into a module script so that I can use this in multiple scripts. Now how do we do this? Go into replicated storage and choose folder user data. You don't have to do a folder, you can go straight into it, but here's for like organization. Module script user data. And now I can rename module using Control Shift R user data. And user data, and then rename user data. Now, what we can do to store data in here is I can go up and do owner equals this. Now 17056397769 is my user ID. This is not something you should be using. This is just an example, by the way, guys. You don't have to do this. You can do something else. Owner, and then I can put in here local user data equals require data dot replicated storage dot user data, and I have to require it. Now, what require is it's a function that gets data from user data, not user data, from a module script, and this can be any module script in the game, and it can be from anything in the game. Now, down here, because this is stored inside what's called a table, I'm not going to go into too much detail about that, but what we can do here is if table dot find, now haystat is user data dot owner, and then the needle is going to be the player dot user ID. Then I can put in owner, and then with that color. Just a few changes to using my user ID inside of a module script. It still returns owner. But to prove that this is working, I can change this to be without the 9. Then I can test this out this way. Hello. And it doesn't work. And this is because my user ID here is wrong. But if we redirect it, it will work perfectly. And this is using data from user data, which is a module script, to make chat tags. And this is just one example. You guys can do a lot of stuff with with module scripts. It's very, very useful. Now, for the next part of this tutorial, we're going to be making a part spawner. Now, what I'm going to do is, because it will spawn underneath that, which is not something I want, I'm going to create this. And I'm going to make this slightly bigger. I'm going to put this up here, anchored, and then 0.5, so that you can slightly see through it. Now, this is going to be called spawner. And what we can do is we can create a script inside of this, and a replicated storage module script. But we'll come back to this in a minute. Now, script, what we can do is local spawner equals script.parent, and then now we're going to want to spawn in a part. But this is just an example, by the way, guys. This is just an example. So what we can do is instance local new part equals instance dot new part, and then new part dot name equals part, and then new part dot parent equals script dot parent, or spawner. And now we can press F8 to test this out, and a part does not spawn in. So let's have a look. So if I go in and let's say can collide is now off. Now, new part dot size is spawner dot size, and then new size, new part, dot cframe equals spawner dot cframe, meaning it's going to be inside this. Press F8, and then it appears and drops down. Very, very, very nice. And this is just a spawner. And what we can do with module scripts is we can come into here and we can do function module spawn create instance, and then we can do instance, new instance, and then parent. And what we can do now is we can bring in this local new part. It is instance.new new instance, new part.name equals new instance, spawn new part.parent equals parent, new part.size, and we can get rid of, and cframe we can get rid of. Now, what we can do instead is new part.cframe, but new cframe equals parent.cframe. Now, nothing popped up like an autofill. Don't worry, guys, this will automatically detect it. So now, it now works still. But that is, of course, because we never changed anything in here. We can instead, because this is module create instance, we can do local module equals require name dot replicated stores dot module script, and then module create instance appears, Now, the new instance is going to be a part. This has to be like this, by the way. Parent is going to be spawner, meaning because we've set the parent, the C frame is going to be the parent. And then what we can do now is just that. Then F8, it creates the part and spawns it down there. Now, what we can do is new part dot size equals parent dot size, and this will again auto detect what that is. And now there we go, using functions inside of a module script, inside of a script, inside of a different script to do that. And you guys can use this in different ways, and this is actually very cool. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, then let me know in the comment section what new videos you would like to see, and I will definitely attempt to help you guys out. And with that in mind, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll leave a link to my Discord server in the description below so that you guys can join if you would like to. And and now that I've mentioned that, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.